What's going on, everyone? NoZoupForYou here, and I have a follower submitted video. This was provided by TheGuyFromValhalla, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is probably one of the greatest solo warriors I have ever seen, and we're gonna get to that. It's later on in the video, but you can see right now it's the Pommern. And I think many of you are well aware that I'm a huge fan of the Holy House of Pommern. I feel that it is one of the best premiums that we've had come our way in a long time, and especially this year. I mean, it's just an absolute blast to play. Love the secondaries. I mean, I dare say it's near perfect as far as battleships and German battleships are concerned. So I have nothing but love and admiration for the erstwhile Pommern, which you're seeing here. And secondaries for the win. The guy from Valhalla said as much. Secondaries for the win. So he's getting off to a decent start. He's finding himself some targets. And right then and there, he gets the first blood achievement. Took out that Donskoy in quick fashion, though he did kind of secure that kill. He didn't really fight hard for it. It wasn't really his, but you know what? That's okay. And, you know, that brings up a good point. A lot of people do whine and complain about kill securing, or, as most people like to call it, kill stealing. But there's really no such thing as kill stealing. As long as a ship has life, as long as a ship has breath to breathe, it's a threat. So I don't care if that ship has 1 point left. I don't care if that ship has 100 hit points left. I don't care if it has 20 or 30,000. I'm still going to shoot at it if the opportunity arises. And if I just happen to sink it by doing 5 hit points of damage, you know what? The more power to it. You know, it's always funny when you see those rounds with Krakens where the individual does maybe 20 or 30,000 damage. Maybe that's a contest we need to have. Lowest hit point damage Kraken, and whoever can do that wins some prizes. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? So there you go. If you happen to have a very, very low hit point Kraken round, you know, we're talking 50,000 or less, but preferably around 20 or 30,000. Let me know, and the person that does have the lowest will get themselves a nice and shiny CCT container or two, where you might have the chance to win something else. Now, he's creeping up right now on this Jean Bart. He's inching very close towards this small little channel. I don't even know if this is worthy of calling it a channel. It's more an isthmus. Wait, is it isthmus right? I don't know. I'm not remembering my terrain and nautical terms right now, but whatever it is, this mini channel, he's getting ready to power through, and he's just playing very cavalier right now. I mean, Jean Bart, it's not like it's a weak battleship or anything. He's just going right after it. Like, I don't care. You know what? You can take your Jean Bart and shove it. And already you see those secondaries popping off, those ever so glorious secondaries. There's a fire right there, and he's just going to push the advantage. Well, Jean Bart right here is kind of in trouble. I mean, he's got ships after it. Benham pops out of nowhere, though. This is a danger, so he's probably going to push his secondaries over to that Benham to start focusing on that, because the Benham can wreck his day if he's not careful. I mean, the Benham is definitely a threat right now with its multiple torpedoes. So he's going to focus on that when he can, but there's some good hits on the Jean Bart right there. Nice little chunk taken out of that. And all Jean Bart can do is put on his speed boost and back up as fast as possible, which I don't think he's going to be able to get away fast enough from this Pommern and the guy from Valhalla, who happens to be pink also. And he said, you know, it's not his fault. There was some little bit of amorous rubbing between him and another ship that just happened to make him go pink. And there we go. There's the torps coming from the Benham. We knew those were coming, though, at some point. And he's going to launch some torps over the Jean Bart, or he's thinking about it. I don't think he needs to, though. Jean Bart's so low right now, damage-wise, he's not going to last much longer. The only question is his teammate going to take him out first, or is he going to be able to? He's still got those secondaries popping off, and he doesn't get that kill. He did work hard for it, though. He did work very hard. I guess that's paybacks for the kill secure that he had earlier. So he's going to move on and focus on this Venom instead. They have completely swamped the left side of the map. They have flanked it very well. Giant chunk taken off the Venom right there. Very good hit. I do miss the days back when that might have actually sank the Venom. Back when the AP just absolutely wrecked them. Kind of miss that. I have fond memories of being in a Montana and just full blappage of destroyers that happen to show themselves 6 kilometers away. I really wish we could go back to that, but I think that's gone for good. Either way, he is a pilgrim in an unholy land right now. He is just pushing forward on just the rest of the enemy fleet. And he doesn't care. He is just going full speed ahead. Complete confidence in his Pommern right here, and that's what I like to see. I like to see a confident Pommern player. Actually, I like to see any player playing confidently, and he just kind of fits the bill right here. Just not worrying about anything whatsoever. He's up to 73,000 damage. He's up to 100 secondary hits. I don't know if he has... Actually, you know what? I see that giant mast on the back, so... or on the center, so obviously he has loot gens as his commander, which is the only way to go. You have to stick loot gens on this ship. You just absolutely have to. That is what that captain was made for, being put on this ship with these secondaries. And this poor Amagi right here. Poor Amagi, which has been very much power-crept and outclassed by just about every other battleship in its tier, is probably not in a good situation right now. Especially with 2 destroyers on B, just completely getting flanked. I think he might be forgetting that the Pommern has torpedoes as well, because you don't want to inch in on the Pommern. You don't want to get this close. And that's exactly what he's doing. So, heaven help Mr. Poor Amagi here. If he doesn't burn down first, because he's got those secondaries popping, and there's another fire. Look at that. He's got 4 fires already. Make that 5 now. 120 secondary hits. Not bad. I'd be curious. I don't know if he's got the manual, well, obviously he's got manual on there. Does he? Yeah, he's got manual. There's that little A on top. Had to think about that for a second. Still a little tired right now. It was a rough night. Benjamin decided that at 4:30 in the morning it was time to wake up, and he stayed up until his 7 a.m. nap. I'm like, 7 a.m.? Come on, buddy. You know, that's the time you're supposed to be waking up. Not taking your first nap. And there's kill number 2 right there. Inbound torps from that Kitakaze, but he's going to glide past. He's going to guide past. He is going to glide past safely. Words are hard, aren't they? Words are very hard. Oh, Lord. Especially when you've got bourbon. But it was one of those days. My wife had to work. She went into the office, one of the rare occasions where she actually had to go in. I took my regular day off because I work 9-hour days, so I can have every other Friday off. Had to take that today so I could watch the Twins, and from 9 a.m. until 5, they were mine. And the day was interesting. It included flu shots, which I took them on my own, and it kind of sucked because when I got home, I had 2 screaming babies that both wanted to be held, and I'm like looking at myself, and alright, I've got 2 hands, which are only enough to carry 1. And we got a Benson creeping up behind the guy from Valhalla. I don't know what his plan is right here. I mean, he does realize that... he does realize that these secondaries are going to hurt him, right? And that he is seen... Maybe he thinks he's invisible right now. I don't know what's going through his mind. All I know is that right now, 265 secondary hits and counting. There's another one. That was done by his buddy right there. They've split the kills right now, 2 and 2. If he'd been playing by himself and didn't div, maybe he'd have 4 kills right now. But, you know, when you find a good player you like to div with, you play with them regardless. I've got my own that I like to div with. And oddly enough, he likes to tweet things like Bachelorette. So, kind of an odd one. If you hear me right now, Greg, you are kind of odd for that. And next stream, we are definitely going to bring that up. Your live tweets about the Bachelorette, or Bachelor, I don't know. Which one is it? I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't care to watch it. He claims that it's his wife that likes it, but I know otherwise. So anyhow, Mr. Valhalla here is fighting a very close game. I mean, point-wise, they're up. But still, ship-wise, pretty even right now until this point where they lose one, and they are now down. New Orleans here is not making some good career choices. No match for the Pommern. Valhalla's going to launch some torps that general direction, knowing that he's probably going to come out. Gets a fire. He's almost up to 300. Actually, he is 300 secondary hits. I mean, that is absolutely insane. Pops the Hydro. Got a feeling they're going to lose a destroyer here in a second. I mean, I know if I was getting ready to be destroyed as a cruiser, I would go. Oh, there goes a flare right there. He did something else. And you know what he did? He did his second. Ooh, these secondaries are going to be even more crazy. He has basically multiplied his secondary, his loot gens specialty, by doing 300 secondary hits. Because you get that first one for 150, and now that he's done 300, it keeps repeating. So if he does 450, he's going to get it on top of the other two, which is pretty crazy. Now, they're not in a good spot right now. They are still down. He's got his div mate. He just got high caliber and Confederate. I mean, he just an insane amount right now of accolades for what he's doing. Looks like he's probably going to take this ship out right here. And of course he does. Down goes Bismarck. He's got even more secondary hits. Look at that. They just keep coming. This is insane. New Orleans is going to try and creep out the back, but I don't think he should. I mean, I haven't seen this many secondary hits in a long time. This is just making me giddy. I'm giggling about this. I love seeing this in a secondary ship. This is what the USN split should have been like. These secondary battleships. I would have loved that, but we're not getting it. So alas, this is all we have. This is all we have. New Orleans does not want to step out right here. He does not want to terminate his play this early. Got Scanier over there. I mean, it's still not looking good right now, despite having the point lead. This is where things get interesting, though. This is where we have one of the greatest solo warriors I have ever seen. Notice he's got his buddy there. Scanier is almost gone. It is exactly... it's low health. It's low health. Torpedoes are in at his buddy. Look at that. 700 hit points right there. He fires. Down goes his buddy. And then down goes the Scanier. A matter of a second, if not less, determined his ability to possibly get a solo warrior. And that is exactly what he is moving in to do right now. He is going to work on that solo warrior. He is a quarter of the way there right now. He's taking on this Scharnhorst by himself. He's got a Kitakaze firing behind him. And then, of course, that low health New Orleans, which he's going to take out very easily. All it's going to take is a secondary hit. In on the Scharnhorst he goes. Remember, the Scharnhorst has torps. He doesn't care. He's got the angle. He's going to launch his torps off. There go the torps on the way there. He's going to turn around. Focus on the New Orleans. 3 torp hits right there. Down goes Scharnhorst. Double strike. Kraken. Close quarters expert. The accolades just keep piling up. 208,000 hit points right now. Over 500 secondary hits. He's focusing on Kitakaze right here, because that is the only ship that is left. And if that Kitakaze can escape, well, they might not win. But he's not going to get solo warrior. And he's not going to let that happen. He wants that solo warrior. Kitakaze has nowhere he can go. And he's going to end it right about now. Amazing round. I mean, absolutely amazing. That last minute or two, and there he goes. Right there. That last minute or two right there was one of the most exciting minutes in Warships that I have seen in a very, very long time. So kudos to you, Guy from Valhalla. In the end, he wound up with 7 kills and 11 medals. 11 medals. Solo warrior, devastating strike, double strike. He had 2 close quarters. He had the dreadnought. He had Kraken. He had fireproof. He had high caliber. He had Confederate. I mean, good God, that was insane. And of course, he did wind up on the top of the leaderboard. Would have expected that with that type of round. Once again, thank you so much for this video and showing some awesome Pommern action. Absolutely love it. And if you have videos like these, if you want them to see the light of day, if you want to share your exploits with the world, send them my way. Let me know. Give me a brief description of what you did. Send it to NoZoupForYou@gmail.com. I'll take a look at it, and maybe you'll see your exploits right here. Once again, Guy from Valhalla. Intel Valhalla. Wonderful round. Take it easy. Zoop out.